Hello, everybody. This is Andy, and welcome to episode 2 of Celestial Journey. And I think we've got quite a bit to do today. I've actually pinned some stuff, and I'm thinking it might be possible for us to get into applied energistics in the next couple of hours in this episode. As you can see, I have a bunch of liquefacted coal. It only burns when it absolutely has to, I think, but I might turn it off anyways just in case. I have expanded our smeltery slightly, so it now pours 3 at a time. There's just a little bit of redstone up here, so I can take it on and off. I guess I made a little bit of electrum, huh? Yep, that is electrum. I was doing that to make a conversion kit so we can produce some more power from that guy. However, I think we'll only need the one of those because we're going to get into the gas turbine from advanced generators. So, I have a little bit of lead. I've processed pretty much all of my ores. And is that all of the electrotine in there? Yes, or the electrum in there? Yes, it is. So, I can throw it in here. We have a fair number of resources, so we should be able to do quite a bit now. The main issue with these multi-block things is that they require an incredible amount of electrical steel. Like, these are literally just 4 electrical steel each. 16 electrical steel here, more electrical steel here, more here. These I already have a bunch of, so that's perfectly fine. Just like lots and lots of electrical steel. So I thought, why don't we just craft up a stack and a half of electrical steel? I should be able to do that just like that. Oh no, it's making steel. Is it gonna switch over to making electrical steel? Yes, it did. Okay. So we have 1 steel ingot now. I'm gonna need 4 more of that in there, and that should be good. That should make us a stack and a half, I think. And it's not even really as slow as I thought, so this isn't going to take all that long. Alright, here we go. This is the gas turbine controller and the syngas controller. So, we can now produce syngas from wood, I believe, or charcoal or something like that. And this gas, that can go into this gas turbine, and that can produce power for us. We are, however, going to need a way to get wood. So, let's make the farming station. I'm going to need to do a little bit of mining for this, but I think it will be manageable. Okay, so I think I've actually decided that I'm going to switch over to using this gas turbine controller as soon as possible because it's a lot more efficient than this. So I don't need this, and I need to do... Wait, what was it that I needed to do? Oh, I just need to do a bunch of crafting. I remember what else I needed now. I need some manulin because I want to make a manulin turbine instead of going for any of the other lower tier turbines. This is just arguably the best one, except for maybe Enderium, because I think it has a higher inertia. No? They're pretty much interchangeable. So, manulin is cheap right now. I don't have ender pearls. However, to mine the cobalt and the ardite that I need for this, I need to upgrade my tool. So I'm melting some obsidian because it has cobalt mining level, and I'll make a sharpening kit and upgrade the mining level of our pickaxe from obsidian to cobalt. And there we go. Mining level obsidian to mining level cobalt. And if I just repair this guy a little bit, I ought to be able to go to the nether and get everything that I could ever want. Okay, here we go. I gathered up some ardite and cobalt. Not too much, but the nether is still very scary. And so is the overworld, apparently, because I'm getting attacked by a witch. You wanna die? No, no, healing. Oh man. That's a lot of bats. Okay. These are gonna take forever to melt. Okay, so I've been doing a lot of crafting, and we're almost ready to do pretty much everything. I have all the manulin I need. I believe it's 27 per, and here is a fuel air mixer, so we will get better rates from our gas turbine. And here is the actual manulin turbine, and it looks like I was wrong. It is 21 per, which is perfectly fine with me. That means they're much cheaper. The only thing I think I have left to add to this is a flux port, or I think it might be a forge port, so we can get the actual energy out. I think it's this. Let me go ahead and make the stuff I need for this really quickly. And I also went ahead and added a fluid intake valve. So I should just be able to grab this, put this here, whack it with my crescent hammer to auto output, and this thing will begin producing RF. Why are there so many zombies? I believe this thing only sucks fuel when it actually needs to produce energy. So that means we should be able to just let it go. I think we can add redstone control to... I think I need to add a sensor, maybe a redstone control module. I'm going to try one of these. Actually, I've kind of decided I'm not because I don't care to make any more electrical steel right now, unless I absolutely have to. So I can get rid of this guy, and let's go ahead and run the redstone line, or not the redstone line, the energy conduit line down to here so I can eventually plug this thing in. Alright, now that we can produce power very, very efficiently compared to what we were doing before, let's go ahead and get the stuff, or the initial things that we need for applied energistics. And that is going to be a couple stacks of skystone, and the patterns. Hopefully I'll get a couple from this one. This stuff's really hard to mine. There's the chest. Can I open it? That's really good. That's 3 of 4. To help find the meteors, that one was just over here right near my spawn. We can use this meteor compass. This one is pointing at the one that we just looted, so we should... I think if you get rid of the chest, it gets rid of the marker, but if we move a little bit away, it'll point towards a new one, hopefully. I saw it flicker there. It is flickering. I'm not sure if that's it finding a new one or it just being weird. So let me find a compass, and I'll be right back. And I believe I said I'd come back when I found a compass. I came back when I found a meteor. I already had the compass. Wow, it looks like this thing was barely in that other chunk, but hopefully we will get the one that we don't have. Is that it? Oh man, that's incredibly lucky. Usually I have to find like 4 or 5 of these things, but we found it in 2. I think technically you can get it in 1, but that's incredibly rare. I don't know the chance for these to spawn, but it's not crazy high. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go home now. See ya there. One of the main things we need to get started in applied energistics is flukes, which you can get from throwing nether quartz, redstone, and charged Certus into water. You can either charge the Certus yourself, or you can find it underground in this pack, which is what I did. I have not made a charger yet, but normally you need to make this charger, which is fairly cheap. I guess it requires flukes in this pack, so you have to... You have to find some underground first. It's not that hard to find. We need that in order to make 1 inscriber. Eventually we'll have a lot more inscribers, but for now 1 will do the trick. This thing will natively accept RF, so you can just put it on your normal RF line. And let's make some... Oh wait, that's calculation. I want silicon. Let's make some silicon first, and it's pretty slow, but it gets the job done. Usually I like to play with a mod called, I think it's AE2 stuff, that allows you to make an advanced inscriber, which is much, much better because it can hold a stack in here instead of just a single item. But that's not in this pack. I assume that's for automation, like challenge purposes, but I don't know. I don't think it adds that much of a challenge. It's just kind of annoying. But we can use this to get the stuff we need to make, say, like an ME controller. Pure flukes we're going to have to make with the water versions, which means we're going to need a crystal growth accelerator. And since we don't have AE2 stuff in this pack, we actually have to do this crafting in world instead of in the crystal growth chamber. And unless I want to wait somewhere around 20 hours for the flukes to grow in normal water, you can do it in just normal water, but it takes, I don't know, 16, 12, 20, somewhere around there hours. We need a little bit of plastic, and plastic is a little bit obnoxious to get in this pack. We need this tiny dry rubber, which for now we can only get by cutting these silicon boules, which is just a ton of coal and a ton of sand. So let's see if we can set up a cobbleworks. The cobbleworks that I would want to set up is the material stonework factory. However, that will require a lot of stuff that we can do, but it does require some plastic. It does require these double air capacitors, which we can do, but it also requires us to get a blank slate from blood magic. And I'm pretty sure this is a little bit out of reach at the moment. This would be a huge amount of batch crafting. So why don't we try and get, I don't know, a couple pieces of plastic just so we can get applied energistics up and running as soon as possible. Okay, so this world has a couple less lakes and a lot less coal. There is this sawmill. This is how much sand I gathered up, so I could probably pull this out and then compress it pretty quickly. Uh, Hopefully, I'll get a couple stacks. Let me do this really quickly and I'll be right back. I'm a bit short on coal, but that's okay. We got 17 sandy coal compounds, which is definitely not going to be enough. However, hopefully we can get at least some of the way there with this. So these need to be smelted in here to get the silicon boules. All right, so here is the sawmill, and here is a reinforced conversion kit, so we can put some augments in here. That is something that we're definitely gonna need to do, and it looks like this thing controls itself, so I just wanted to make sure it's not sucking the full consumption when it needs it, but it looks like it just does exactly what it needs. The augment that we want is the auxiliary sieve, which increases the chance of the secondary output. I don't think it increases it to quite 100%, but it should increase the chance well enough. Actually, let me look at the what is necessary for the third tier, the signalum, electrum, a little bit of signalum, but I think we can make this, and cryothium, which would require blizz powder, which would require me to do some permafrost or find blizzes, which only spawn in Ischia. I think it might be a worthwhile journey to try and get to Ischia right now, so we can make sure we don't have to go mining for more sand and coal, because I'm kind of tired of doing that. And we're going to have to go there anyways, so let's do it now. Okay, glacial precipitator, because the snow globe, which is used to light the portal to Ischia, requires a little bit of snow, and I haven't found a snowy biome anywhere around me yet. So we should just be able to use these endervores. And do I have I had a bucket, didn't I? Oh yeah, it's in my hotbar. Tell this guy to auto push into the glacial precipitator, and it should. Oh no, it doesn't accept from the bottom. No, it does. Are you just really slow? Apparently, I just whacked the endervore in the wrong way, but I only need a couple pieces of snow, or like one right now, so he can just be shut off for the time being. And there we go. That is the snow globe. And apparently you just build this portal frame in exactly the same way you build another portal frame. So we can just do this, I think, and we light it with the snow globe. And there we go. That's the first Divine Journey, or Divine RPG dimension. Apparently these aren't very fun, but you know, it's kind of like that whole Galacticraft thing where you go there, you kill something, and you come back. And apparently I'm going to do a lot of killing, because there are a lot of blizzes here. And it's very dark. I managed to get one Blizzrod, which if we crush it in here should be enough to get one Signalum upgrade kit, right? Yep, we get 4 Blizz powder from it. Okay, here is that Signalum conversion kit, just required a little bit of crafting, and I do need one more of those augments, the secondary, or the auxiliary sieve ones. Just a little bit of crafting. Alright, here we go. Signalum, and give me that extra augment. Let's also give it chests for output, just like that. And let me configure the sides. Okay, this should give me at least a little bit of the tiny dry rubber. Okay, I only got 5 from 17 boules, so that's like a 35% chance somewhere around there. Not terrible, but I do have to go mining again. I did forget, however, there is this thing called the Rupee Shikaxe. It does a ton of damage, it is very fast to mine, it has a very high harvest level, and it never breaks. So this is my new pickaxe and sword for the next forever. It took around 45 boules, but we now have 19 pieces of tiny dry rubber, and I'm not going to use this immediately for the crystal growth chamber, because that would be very stupid. We only require 2 dry rubber to get the latex processing unit up, so that's what we should do. It also means we're going to have to do a bunch of crafting and get into, wait, Blood magic, that's what it's called. First things first, we have 4 tree fluid extractors. These are a very easy craft. Actually, now that that grind is over, I've decided I've completely forgotten about it, and we're going to use the plastic for the crystal growth accelerator. This is dumb, but it's just what I'm doing right now, and I'm also gonna need to get some Enderium. I don't think I have any Ender Pearls, do I? Huh, I should probably try and go find some Enderman. Alright, so remember how I said I was gonna kill Enderman? I killed 2 Endermen. I got 1 Ender Pearl. However, I then decided that was going to take way too long, and we need to set up a mob farm anyways. So I set up this little box. I made some drawers so we can put our items in, and we basically just need to get the Drop of Evil, drop it in here, and make some vector plates. Those are in this pack, right? Yes, vector plates and an Ender Hopper. So I need to go get some withers. I do remember seeing a Nether Fortress somewhere in here. I don't know if I can see it on the map, though. Oh, it's right here. How the heck am I supposed to get over there? Okay, so I've made it here. We'll pretend that's not a grave right there that I died at. And I think I just got everything I need. I have the Wither Dust, which will be used to make the Unstable Ender Pearl. And I got a Drop of Evil to make the ground spawn so many mobs. So, I think I can go home. Let's go ahead and buffer the items into a chest, so that should collect. I think this thing actually kind of sucks, but it's really the best we have. There is no advanced item collector in this pack. That is my favorite item collecting tool because it just does such a great job. Who's shooting at me? You're a jerk, dude. I'm gonna need a bunch of slime balls, and I happen to see a slime island right here. So let's go there and rob all of their slime. Oh no, a forest fire. Anyways, we're here, and hopefully I'm not about to get knocked off by a slime and have my entire day ruined. Is that the case? Nope, there's not even any slimes up here. Perfect. So I can just steal all of these guys, take some of the saplings, and we should be good to go. I don't even know if I want to... I'll grab some of the stuff on the side, but geez, that's annoying. Okay, see you back at home. Alright, I've almost finished filling out all of the vector plates. These quite literally just move mods. Or mobs, not mods. It just moves them in the direction that they're pointing. So all of the mobs will be pushed towards the center of the room, where they will be killed by a couple of diamond spikes. The vector plates are also down there pushing into the spikes, and then I will pick up all of their drops. Diamond spikes have to be used for this, I think, because we need things that give player drops, such as Enderman. Enderman only drop Ender Pearls, I think, when they're killed by like a technical player, and I'm gonna have just quite not enough vector plates, aren't I? Oh, that's a little frustrating. Whatever, I can go do one more craft. Everything should be filled out correctly. I did a manual backup just in case this goes horribly wrong, and I don't have my Drop of Evil anyways. But if you do take your Drop of Evil and place it on a block inside of here, it shouldn't spread past the cobblestone. Just to be safe, I'm going to close that off and place that there. Yes, that looks about right. Blocks that have, as you can see, things start spawning immediately. Let me go ahead and turn down the master volume just a little bit so I can still talk and hear myself think. Yeah, what did I say? It spreads through all of this dirt in here. However, it doesn't spread past blocks that have something on top of them. So these grass blocks are not eligible to become cursed earth blocks. This is basically just how you make modded mob farms. And all of these items, when they're ready, should get picked up by the Ender Hopper. Hey, nice. Alright, this thing should be running. Ooh, wait, can the Ender Hopper not collect the items with the slabs there? That could be bad. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Anyways, I'm gonna let this thing run for like maybe 10-15 minutes, see what happens, and hopefully we'll get just about one of every drop. The Ender Hopper just might be slow. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna leave the slab there for now and see if the game crashes. It appears as though we have a very unhappy Enderman. He's not really here. I can't hit him. He did kill me. But now he is eternally suffering, it seems. Now that we have access to a stable source of ender pearls, I can make the enderium I need to get into applied energistics. However, I feel like we're running out of time today. I have somewhere... Something's being very loud outside. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I have somewhere around 65 clips of this episode, and I've been talking a lot, it feels like, so I think this will be well over 30 minutes, going on towards 40. Let's get into applied energistics next time, early next episode, and unify our storage. Okay. See you guys next time then, I guess. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.